Welcome, my darlings. Make yourself comfortable, and I have a tale to tell you. If you enjoy it, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I always enjoy your comments. Now, let us begin. My dears, I have a short update by Bear I thought I'd share. I know I didn't get a first video out this week, but yeah, I don't have an excuse other than being very tired. Anyway, here's a little update on Bear. Asses, arses, and shoulders. 10/2/2003. About 16:30. As I passed through Moscow, Texas, on my way home, I saw an LE vehicle on a traffic stop, northbound side at the intersection with Highway 62, with a few vehicles and multiple subjects milling around them. I slowed and looked over at the scene to determine whether the officer might be in need of assistance. I don't get around well nor stand for long, but I can still figure out a means to help. Up to and including employing my firearm. I'm dying, not dead. Or at least be a good witness, if it was that kind of incident. I saw a tall fellow attempting to corral a wee donkey burro ass. The creature kicked at the guy, and the big fellow retaliated by kicking the ass in the arse, a hard heel kick that staggered the diminutive creature. It made me angry. It was a harder kick than warranted by anything the wee beastie could have done. I was tempted to stop and kick his arse, but I didn't want to make an arse of myself. Besides, no one had attacked the officer, and more pedestrians had approached and were walking on the right shoulder of the road. One of them carried a bag of feed over his left shoulder. I decided that it was safest to leave the officer to take control of the two-legged ass who'd kicked the ass in the arse. It appeared that the guy on the right shoulder with the bag on his left shoulder was there to help. I'm afraid I'm reduced to penning actual goofy incidents rather than coming up with original material. By the way, I had to tell someone during a phone conversation, "I'll call you right back. I have to get a pole and go poke the neighbor's goat out from under the cabin." Stranger than fiction? Maybe. Perhaps some food for thought should anyone desire to move to the country upon retirement. By the way, in addition to the goats and some rent-a-dogs who occasionally provide me with some security services, the neighbor has brought in some lovely horses, walkers, mostly paints, hoping one or more will escape and come visit. I may steal one last ride if I can muster the strength to clamber up onto the mount. I've discovered that the depletion of muscles in my forearms cause my wrists and hands to hurt when I type. So, I ask your forbearance, forearm bare ends. I will try some more when I'm able. All the best. And as most of you know who's been around for a long time, Bear has been one of my most prolific, there it is. Yes, sometimes I trip over words. You wouldn't believe my stupid mistakes. Anyway, he's been one of the greatest writers I have had, for sure. Go back and find some of his stories on here. Dr. Creepin, my first introduction to Bear, was an amazing story about wild hogs that Dr. Creepin covered, so you can go find that too. Anyway, we all wish Bear the best. He's a great guy, and I'm so sorry he's going through this, but he is doing it with such grace and good humor. Anyway, have a lovely day, everybody. What? You're still here after the whole story? I really appreciate that, darlings. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. And I always love to hear from you. Have a glorious day, my darlings.